When you think of a global city, what comes to your mind? Probably London, New York, Tokyo. For decades, they have been the undisputed heavyweights, the world center of finance, culture, and power. But what if a city born from the desert just a generation ago is starting to challenge their reign? Suddenly, Dubai is in the same conversation as these titans, a glittering metropolis that seems to defy all the old rules. So, is Dubai truly a tier 1 city, or is it just a spectacular shimmering mirage? Today we are cutting through the hype, looking at the hard data and finding out where Dubai really stands. So before we can decide if Dubai makes the cut, we have to agree on the rules or the benchmarks. What does a tier 1 even mean? It is not just about having the tallest skyscraper or the flashiest mall. Traditionally, it comes down to 4 key pillars. First, you need economic power. This is the engine. It's not just about being rich, it's about having a diverse, influential economy that acts as a hub for international business and money. Second is the global influence. Think of this as a city soft power. Does it shape what the world watches, listens to, and talks about? Is it a place for diplomacy where global conversations happen? And then third, their infrastructure and connectivity. A top city has to be gateway to the world. We're talking world-class airports and ports, plus seamless digital networks that connect people and goods and ideas effortlessly. And finally, quality of life. This is the magnet for the world's best and brightest. Is it safe? Are the schools and hospitals good? Is it a place where people don't just come to work, but to build a life and thrive? To be considered tier 1, a city has to play in the big leagues across all 4. So, with the framework set, let's see how Dubai stacks up. Dubai supporters don't just think it's joining the top tier. They argue it's creating a whole new blueprint for what a global city should be. And when you look at numbers, the case is incredibly strong. Let's start with economic power. While many Western economies are struggling, Dubai's economy has been booming, with its GDP growing at a rate of 4.9% in the first half of 25, far outpacing the global average. And no, this isn't just oil money anymore. The real driver are tourism, construction, and financial services. But the city's biggest advantage? Zero personal income tax. For skilled professionals and investors, this is a total game changer. It's hugely the reason why UAE has become a magnet for wealthy, attracting thousands of millionaires in 24 alone. When you compare these places like London or New York, where taxes can eat up nearly half of your income, Dubai offer is almost too good to refuse. The real estate market tells a similar story. For $10 million, you might get a 3,000 square foot apartment in New York. In Dubai, the same $10 million can get you up to 10,000 square foot beachfront villa with rental yields that can reach up to 8%, potentially triple when you see in London. This blend of growth, tax efficiency has turned the city into a global capital magnet. Now for infrastructure. This is where Dubai doesn't just compete, it often dominates, and it has been ranked as the 4th best smart city in the world, the highest in Asia, and the best in the Middle East. Its airport is consistently one of the busiest global crossroads on the planet, but its vision that really sets apart is 2040 Urban Master Plan. The master plan is already preparing for a city of nearly 6 million people, built around the idea of a 20-minute city, where everything you need is a short walk or a bike ride away. While older cities, they grapple with crumbling infrastructure, Dubai is building the future from scratch, and then weaving AI into everything from traffic to flow of public services. Finally, there is quality of life. For many, this is Dubai's ace in the hole. It is regularly ranked among the world's safest cities. The streets are famously clean, and services are hyper efficient, and it offers a lifestyle of undeniable luxury. Just imagine where in the world you get the fuel delivered. I mean, you order and the fuel truck comes to your home to refill your car. Where in the world you get this kind of services? While residents in other major hubs, they worry about rising crime, Dubai, it has positioned itself as an oasis of stability and security. This has made it a top destination for families who are looking for better healthcare and schooling, cementing its status as one of the most livable cities in this whole region. From this angle, it looks like Dubai has cracked the code. A powerful economy, futuristic infrastructure, and a quality of life that's the envy of the world. But that's only half of the story. For all its incredible achievement, critics, they argue that, Dubai's Tier 1 status is built on a foundation that's more fragile than it looks. The sheer speed of its growth has created problems that legacy cities have had centuries to work through. First, let's look at the cost of living again. The tax-free salary is a huge draw, but the reality on the ground is getting tougher. Dubai is now significantly more expensive than it used to be. Surging rents and inflation are putting serious pressure on residents, a challenge even the IMF has pointed out. While it is still cheaper than New York in some ways, the rapid price hikes are chipping away one of Dubai's main selling points. It's creating what some call a paradox of paradise, where the very lifestyle that attracts people become harder and harder to afford. There is the question of economic and social stability. Dubai's entire economic machine, it runs on a transient expat workforce. This is fundamentally different from London and New York, where generations of citizens, they build a deep-rooted social fabric. In Dubai, communities can feel temporary. People often come from very few years and then leave, which makes it hard to build lasting neighborhood bonds and long-term social stability. And that hot real estate market, while profitable, it's also known for being speculative and volatile. But maybe the biggest knock against Dubai is soft power deficit. A true global city does not only have money, it has culture gravity. London has Shakespeare and the West, and New York has Broadway and a media landscape that dominates the globe. These cities don't just host culture, they create it. They are epicenters for art, film, ideas that shape the entire world. UAE on a whole has made impressive progress, ranking 10th in 25 in Global Soft Power Index, but Dubai has yet to achieve that kind of organic culture pull. It has successfully imported huge brands like the Louvre and hosts massive international events, but critics wonder if it has found its own global, resonant culture voice. Its influence is built on business and diplomacy, not in deep historical culture capital against its rivals. Without that, some argue it can be top-tier global hub, but not a true Tier 1 global city yet. So, where does it leave us? Is Dubai actually a Tier 1 city? The answer isn't simply yes or no. It's more interesting than that. If you judge it by the old 20th century rulebook, Dubai has some gaps. It doesn't have the deep-rooted culture, influence, or established social fabric of a London or a New York. Its economic model, while powerful, has unique risks tied to its transient population and market swings. But to stop there would be a miss in the big picture. Dubai isn't trying to be the next London. It's forging a new global path for a 21st century global city. It has chosen to prioritize safety, efficiency, and future-proof infrastructure, our historical legacy. It has built a hyper-globalized hub that thrives on its diversity with over 200 nationalities, creating a cultural mosaic unlike any others. Its high rankings for business, innovation, and livability prove it's a leading in the categories that might matter tomorrow. Dubai hasn't just joined the game, it is changing the rules, and it has proven that a city can achieve global fame in decades, not centuries, through bold vision and an unmatched business environment. It may have not been the historical weight of its Western peers, but it offers a fascinating glimpse into the different kind of future. A future that's hyper-connected, tech-driven, and relentlessly ambitious. So, maybe the question isn't whether Dubai fits the old definition of Tier 1 city, the real question is whether it's writing a new one. It stands as a new archetype, a city that is less a product of history and more a prototype of future. It's the Tier 1 contender, but one that plays by its own rules. But that's just my take. That's my take. Now I want you to hear from you. And based on everything we have talked about, what do you think? Has Dubai entered its spot on the top tier, or does it still have a way to go? Let me know your verdict in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to read them and I'll be happy to reply them individually. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you want more information about Dubai and Dubai real estate.